Okay, welcome back, Jabali. In this tutorial, we are going to think about power-ups. Okay, so power-ups are extras in your game. In this case, it's going to make your character go faster. So we've made our character go slower, if you remember, when we used the move one step, when I press space, and else we moved it 2 steps when we were just going around normally. Now, I want my character to go faster in 3 steps when I touch some oil on the road that will make me slip, or I press a key that makes like an accelerator pedal, okay, in a car. So let's see how we can do that. So it's a little bit like we've done here when we press a key, here when we press the space key, but we'll need a different key. We'll need an if statement, and we'll also need a touching block, so an if statement with a condition. So let's do that. So first I'm going to add some oil to my track. So you must be on your stage. So down here on your stage. So click on your stage and we're going to edit the backdrop. So we need to click on backdrops, which is just there. So I'm going to add, now this is very important. You need to add a color that you have not used before. So try and avoid any of the colors that you've got in your character and on your road or your green or your finish line. It's quite simple. I'm going to go for a red, like that, a bright red, because I've not used a bright red. So there's my bright red, and I'm going to use the brush tool, and all I'm going to do here, just make my brush a little bit bigger, and I'm going to add some dots of oil. Okay, so that is my oil, and now I'm going to go back to my main character. So be careful here, be careful, be careful. You need to go back onto your main character. So click on your character and back to your code section, which is up here. So back into your code. Now, let's just arrange this a little bit better. Remember, you can make this area smaller by clicking here. I can move those over there. I can move those over there. Okay, so we're concentrating on the main section of code just here. Okay, so I want to say if touching the oil. So again, we need an if block. So I'm going to go to control. So there's my if block. So if touching oil, or I press the up arrow. So I need an or operator. Can you remember the operator where we joined those conditions just here? So there's my operator. So I'm going to drag my operator. So there is my or operator. I'm going to put that next. So I'm going to use 2 choices. If I'm pressing the up arrow to accelerate, or I'm touching red. So let's go to sensing. So I need a touching color. I'm going to put that in the first part of my OR. Now, if you remember it, you need to change the color. So I'll just make this a bit bigger so I can see the color. So I'm going to click on my color, choose my picker, and then move over to the red for my oil slick. Okay, so there's my color. I've got that. And then I want the up arrow. So the up arrow is in sensing again. So we need a key press. And this key pressed is going to be this time the up arrow, because if you remember, we use the left and right arrow space key. So I'm using a different key. I'm going to add that to my second part of my OR. So let me just show you that. I can just zoom out a little bit. There it is. So we said if touching red, so if my character or my car or my person, your person touches the red, or you press the up arrow, you want your character to move faster. So we've got move 1 step for slow, move 2 steps for normal, so probably move 3 steps will be good to make my character move quicker. So I'm changing my 10 to 3 steps. Okay, and now this if statement goes inside your forever loop, but make sure you put it below that if else statement you created before, but not inside the if statement. So I'm going to put that there. Can you see now? I'm just going to zoom in on that a little bit. You can see my if else is just here, then my second if is underneath, okay? And it's not inside. And now, you see when I move and I go over the red, I go quicker, and when I press, too slow, my arrow, I go quicker. Oh, it's quite tricky to play this game, so maybe I'll have to change the speed of my pair or the side. Or maybe I need to brake a little bit. But that works. So when I touch the oil, I speed up, or when did you hear that word? Or when I press the up arrow, just here, my character moves quicker. And that is how you use power-ups, by touching the red oil slick, or you press the up arrow and you move quicker. Try that and see how you get on. Take care and see you soon.